Electronic encryption. What is encryption? Encryption is the scrambling of plain text into a non-readable form or ciphertext. In this example, there's a Visa card with a 4-digit PIN number. This PIN number is put through a software encryption program. What happens is, in the first instance, a key is generated. The data is then scrambled into a non-readable ciphertext. In order for a second user or recipient of a file to open the encrypted file, they need to have a copy of the original key. If they have the original key and the software package, they can decrypt the file. In other words, return it back to its original state. Why do we need encryption? Well, encryption is a way of securing data information, a way of protecting personal information from the wrong hands. As technology progresses, and the process of storing data information or communicating electronically with computers affects most people, the need to ensure that the information is safe and protected from spies or people who just want to access your computer or corrupt your computer are more and more relevant. Any personal information such as medical records, employment history, bank details, even emails can be seriously damaging when found in the wrong hands.
Types of encryption: hashing, symmetric encryption, asymmetric encryption, transparent encryption, manual encryption.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick tutorial here on how to encrypt and decrypt files using WinRAR. So as you can see, I have a folder with 2 video files in it. So what I'm going to do here is just right click the video files and add them to archive. I'm going to go into the advanced settings and I'm going to set a password on it to start with. Now if I just untick this box, you see the password shows, or it doesn't show rather, but it makes you enter it twice, so put it in twice. You could have a show password. As you can see, the password is Dave, or you can have it like that. I'm just going to tick this box that says encrypt file names, hit OK, and then I'm just going to hit OK to that. As you can see up on the left corner here, we have a new folder being made, and what that is a combination of the scrambled data from both of these files combined in one file here, in one folder. So not only has it encrypted the files, but so in other words they can't be read by anybody, but they've also been compressed into a smaller form. I'm just going to wait till this loads up now and I can show you how they can be decoded and put back to their original form. So I'll show you that now in a second. Okay, so now for the purposes of the tutorial, I'm just going to get rid of these 2 or remove them from the folder, and I'm going to just extract this. As you can see, it's looking for the password, so just type that in, just Dave, and hit OK. And now you can see the two video files are being reassembled back to their original form. So as you can see, they're 100% working, and that's it basically. Okay, we're going to finish up with a small video clip from an interview with Philip Zimmermann, the guy who invented PGP, Pretty Good Privacy. It's the world's most used encryption program, and he's basically just speaking about Barack Obama's refusal to get rid of his BlackBerry telephone. He insists that he needs it to stay in touch with the common people. So I'm just going to put that on now. It's interesting enough. All right, thanks very much.
There's a number of risks. The most obvious one is the interception of traffic, both email, text messages, and voice. BlackBerries are really mobile phones. There are countermeasures to those by encrypting all of those things. But that's not all. There's also other security risks. One of them is that mobile phones are really tracking devices. They have GPS receivers, most of them, and it is possible to possibly have someone remotely detect where you are. Another thing to consider, and well, certainly that has a lot of implications for the physical safety of the president. Another thing to consider is that mobile phones are now mobile computing platforms. You know, they've come a long way since the early days of the first mobile phones. Now they're really computers like the iPhone or the BlackBerry. They run software. They're connected to the internet. Now, if hostile software can get into the phone and start executing, it can take over the functions of the phone. It could make the phone do the bidding of its master. That means that it could turn on the microphone of the phone and send an audio feed to somewhere else. So maybe Obama could carry a BlackBerry in his pocket that during an important meeting could turn on and send an audio feed of that meeting to someone in maybe China. Another thing to consider is that there are even weapon systems that home in on the signal of a mobile phone.
Let me ask you
so
if I
there's
could,
really a number
can I just follow up on the on that business of hostile software? Are there adequate? You seem to be saying that that could be a real threat. Are there adequate defenses against that?
Well, not enough. The whole computer industry is struggling with that. We always have to worry about hostile software getting into our PCs. All the platforms have various vulnerabilities to that.
What if he just took the batteries out of his BlackBerry when he was in a sensitive situation?
Sure, he could do that. In fact, a lot of people do that. But you know, I would imagine that the president might find himself doing that quite a bit. I understand why he wants to try to find some path out of the bubble. It is important to do that. But I think that to take a general purpose computing platform available on the open market and start using it in that capacity is kind of risky.